Coming in at number 20 on our top 100 video games of all time list is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, but we're going to give it to number 2 because as great as the first one was, the guys at Neversoft really over-delivered with Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. It was so good, as a matter of fact, that the recent HD remake of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater incorporated both 1 and 2 elements from both of those games.
Yes, you know, I got to confess at the outset, I could give a rat's ass about skateboarding. I could give a rat's ass about skateboarding culture. I could care less about Tony Hawk and all of his accomplishments. This game
Made us care.
Made me interested in what these guys can do as athletes. My buddy John in Boston, who I've mentioned in the top 100, he was my game enabler for a long time.
Hi, John.
Hey, John. He said, I got this skateboarding game. We're going to try it when you come visit Boston next. I said, like hell I will. Like fun I will. And I sat down and I started playing this. I had no idea what I was doing in this world, and I couldn't control it for the life of me. I was falling all over the place. 3 hours later, he was gone to bed with his girlfriend.
You're still up.
And I was still up in the middle of the night playing this. I think I played until dawn the next day.
That's the secret to one of these types of amazing games. I mean, Wave Race was the same thing for me. Like, I had no predilection to jump onto a jet ski and run around and get into races, but I couldn't stop playing, and I would have lots of 3 o'clock in the morning moments, and Tony Hawk was absolutely that. And the secret, I think, with this thing is that it's almost like a platformer. It's almost like they put Mario, it could be Mario, on the damn skateboard.
Right, with momentum and pretty terrific
and great
physics. Very arcadey and very forgiving physics at certain junctures.
So unrealistic that it became unforgettable.
But the other great thing about this game, and I know we always celebrate GoldenEye or these couch games, this was probably the best couch game of all time. This was probably the most fun I ever had playing, sitting next to somebody else on a couch.
The controller. The level designs were incredible. Then we went to all kinds of different locations, schools and malls and warehouses.
But within these levels were all kinds of secrets. I remember just unlocking the pool and the gym inside of school for the first time, feeling like I'd won the damn lottery. I just want to go play this thing right now.
I know. So much of it was based on your skill. Now it's you in-app purchase your way to everything. But back then it was, you got to grind it, but you got to get these points, or you got to get all of the different tapes. You have to get all the different letters. You have to unlock stuff. You have to work at it. You have to get good with your stunts. You've got to understand the finesse of using the controller properly. And then the game rewards you and doesn't stop rewarding you.
It's constantly doling out a steady stream of stat points. You can upgrade your skater. I also like the fact that this game really introduced me to a lot of skaters. Like, I know who Bob Burnquist is now. I know who Rodney Mullen is now. You know, and I know a lot of the terms. I know the difference between an ollie and a nollie. I know a half stale fish to nose bone. I know what all these things mean now. Well, thanks to Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2.
I knew them then, and I have to confess I've forgotten them because it's been a long time since I've been
They're all right in here, my friend.
Yeah, well, I know. They're right on your thumb.
They'll always be in there.
But we need some new Tony Hawk, I think. You know, something of this ilk.
They killed it. They drove it right into the ground.
I know, they put too much of it out there.
And it was really never any better than Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2.
Yeah, I know. Well, here's a look back at some Tony Hawk love.
Tony Hawk 2 is everything the first game was.
Right.
Plus,
more.
You can create your own skate park. You
That
can
is
create
so cool.
your own player.
The first game was brilliant, and it offered you all kinds of gameplay, all kinds of goals for each level. Now this game offers you way more goals per level. You've got 10 things that you have to accomplish.
Right. The levels are bigger too, I thought.
Much bigger and much more interactive. You're pushing past things and things explode.
Well, the first one's like in a plane hangar, and there's all these like planes, and you can zip off their wings, and it's a well thought out game. I give it a 9.2. I think it's I think it's a great game, and they did everything they could have possibly
I'm going to go you one better, man. I think this is the best PlayStation video game ever made. There's nothing better than.
Well, I gotta disagree with that. Yeah, how about Metal Gear Solid and Tekken 3? You dolt!
I like this better than those. This is my favorite kind of game. It's a game that you keep uncovering things. There's no end to the playability.
So congratulations, Tony Hawk and the whole team at Neversoft and Activision, number 20 on our top 100 list.
I'm going home to play Tony Hawk Pro Skater right now.
I know you are.